Welcome to 13 Minutes. I'm Paul Goon, and two-piece bands are taking over the world. This week, my guests are both members of Bronson Arm. What's up, guys?
What's up? How are you?
Howdy.
Where are you guys from?
Kalamazoo, Michigan, currently.
Yeah. We both moved here, was it 2 or 3?
Probably 3 or 4 years ago now.
Yeah. A few years ago, we both moved here simultaneously, so we're still kind of new to Michigan, but we're here now and we dig it.
So you guys picked up a band completely and both moved there together as a band?
No, we met here, but we're both transplants. Like, I moved from New York, but I'm originally from California. He's lived all over, but we both found Kalamazoo and then met each other here.
Yeah, independently, both moved here within a month of each other and met up shortly afterwards and connected.
Kalamazoo seems cool. I've seen some other bands, videos and pictures. Obviously, I've seen your guys' videos and pictures. Seems like a cool place to get down. I definitely like to come check it out sometime.
Absolutely.
What is Bronson Arm, or what is a Bronson Arm?
It's a type of fish.
Listen, don't talk about that with me.
Sensitive subject.
You ever had gefilte Bronson Arm?
Don't.
It's Bronson Arm was a reference to a carp song.
A who song?
The band Carp.
Okay.
And long story short, my previous band, that was a name I wanted to use, and we were about to pull the trigger and lock down all the social media titles and pages, and I checked everything. It wasn't there. Pitched it to my bandmate. He was down, and then we agreed on it, logged back on to claim all the stuff, and 30 minutes prior to, somebody else had picked up that name. And it didn't last long though. That band sounded great, but I disbanded a few months afterwards. So it's just one of those names that I'd always liked, and it seemed to fit this, and the timing felt right.
It always makes me think of that movie with who's the third Hardy boy from the WWF? What's his name? Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's their brother, right? Their real little brother.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
No.
That's true. We gotta fact check you.
No, yeah, I'm a liar on this show.
I like that movie though.
It always makes me think of that shit.
Bald and rich, playing Charlie Bronson.
Yeah, he's real strong in that movie.
Yeah, grease himself up and piss off the guards, and then just fuck them all up. And, yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it just because it just it's a strange sounding pair of words, and it made me think of Charles Bronson in the 70s, rolling up a leather jacket sleeve, smoking a cigarette, but flexing at the same time.
And the way the line in that song comes off, it comes out so hard too. The beginning of the song.
Yeah, it's a reference to Get No Toys from Carp. And I like that it's kind of tongue in cheek, doesn't take itself too seriously. It's vague. All the points I like.
I was listening to your guys' music earlier. I really like the songs and the song titles. Kind of inspired me to ask a couple questions. mostly this one because, you know, for the people who are listening, if I don't explain, they might think that comes a little out of left field. What are some things that Bronson Arm gives a hard pass to?
Scumbaggery.
Intolerance.
Yeah. Non-inclusiveness. Yeah. That's a few.
Good question.
And what about,
I don't like
you don't like what?
pistachio ice cream. Definite hard pass to that.
Yeah, same.
What about you? What's
Hard
your
pass for me.
if I may?
Hard pass for me is, I guess like the first thing that comes to mind is cigarettes, because I smoked probably for like 10 years and I haven't smoked for like 2 or 3. And I'm like, oh man, you know, that comes to mind. Coffee, because I really love coffee, but I can't have it. So that's another hard pass.
Those kind of sound like soft passes.
No.
I mean,
Listen,
you're still dabbling in those things. Or
no,
or
no,
you're done.
no, like I can't. Like I fantasize about
Now
them both.
now it's a hard.
And I wish I can't, but like for years, no, I do not. No cigarettes, no coffee. Those are the first things that I have to hard pass.
Good for you.
Pleasure Bray sounds like a real nice place, like some kind of beach or something. Is it a real place? And where is it?
The the name Pleasure Bray, it's not a place. I was watching, I don't even remember what it was, but it was a foreign film. And it was one of those kind of lost in translation things where there were subtitles and they just didn't make any fucking sense. And the subtitles were something like, "Hail all the wild stallions of Pleasure Bray." Like I had zero, didn't make any sense to the context of the dialogue, but
Like a detective movie.
yeah, it was some detective movie, but just that word Pleasure Bray just stuck with me. I liked it.
And now you guys make like really dope music videos too. Do you guys have a music video for every song that you've made so far, or almost every song?
Almost. There's one for Tedious Company that we never really finished. Just kind of clipped a bunch of stuff together, but
Yeah, I think it was a thing where it was like we started the band and things were getting, momentum was happening pretty quickly. We did like our first gig here in town, and then shut down, and we felt the need to be doing something since we couldn't tour, or go out and play shows. So we were like, well, let's use this time to work on new material and make videos instead of touring. So yeah, we for a bit there put some energy into videos, and it was fun.
we had some help of some talented people. Wasn't all.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah, I really like all the videos that I've seen. It's cool to like make videos, but then it's really cool to make really cool videos because then people want to watch them. So I had a lot of fun. You know, I was doing like my research before the interview and everything. How do you guys feel about Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard? Hottest topic of the month. You know, I had to ask. Even hotter than 4th of July fireworks
This is me.
or First We Feast with Sean Evans. What the fuck? Is she the most evil woman on the planet? Or is Johnny Depp a rotten abuser?
I would say I have no idea. It's one of those things. It's like I always think things that get super hyped up television, you're still really only getting a part of the story. It's one of those things that I could keep going either way, and I, yeah, as I have a time solidifying an opinion on that one.
I don't really subscribe to it. It kind of just irritates me how much attention that it got and took away from like so many more important fucking things. And it's almost like somebody had this clever idea to like, we'll make a show, right? But it'll be like real, right? It'll be like on the news. It's like the news is just a fucking entertainment show. It's like,
yeah,
it's
like almost like
fucking
reality
bullshit.
TV. Almost.
Bullshit. I get it. You have your fucking issues and you have your garbage relationship. It's probably kind of garbage people, but I don't know.
No, I got to be
I'm
honest
sure
with you
They
guys.
were both fucking up all over.
Everybody's got their issues, but
Yeah,
the
that's just.
distraction.
I couldn't give a fucking care less. I don't care any less about Johnny Depp or Amber Heard. That's just a fun question for me to ask to see if you guys have anything funny to say as well. Honestly, most celebrities to me can eat a fucking dick. How long have you guys been a band for?
I think we started in somewhere in 2019.
Yeah,
Like 3-ish
about 3
years. And it was pretty slow. We were both like really busy and working, and we maybe like jam like once a week or something for like a real long time. I don't know. Yeah, it was about that long.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Do you guys remember the first jam? The first Bronson Arm jam?
Yeah. I was driving home from work, about an hour drive, and he hit me up to see if I wanted to his basement. He's like, oh, just some garage rocker. Threw out like the Stooges or the Sonics or something. Sent me a couple of YouTube videos. And I was like, yeah, I love these songs. Didn't sound anything like that, but it was fun.
Yeah, the first time we jammed was just, we didn't have the idea of starting anything. It was more of just like Garrett had mentioned he played drums, and I had a bunch of band shit in my basement, and it was just going to be just, hangout time, have some beer and just make some noise. I think Garrett, you mentioned at that time you were a little bit wary just because you were like, you said you hadn't even played the drums in like years. But what I remember, the takeaway that I remember is that like 30 seconds into it, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is something can be here. Fucking Garrett, for Garrett not playing in 10 years was ripping it, and I was fucking stoked. Yeah,
it was cool. Good outlet.
Yeah, definitely helped get through shutdown times. That's for sure.
What does Bronson Arm sound like if you guys switch instruments?
Probably rough.
I don't know. Yeah, guitars would suck. I don't know. He's a pretty good drummer. I'm not that great of a guitar player. I like mostly played acoustic when I did. I don't know. I never, as much as I would listen to Mastodon and like wish I could like play like that, and I would fuck around for a few days, but never great at playing electric guitar. But I don't know. Maybe I just haven't done it.
We've yet to explore that.
We almost did a drum circle the other day. Should try it.
Yeah, probably.
I'll come join you guys.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
What are the best restaurants in Kalamazoo?
I think we're both big fans of One Well. That's kind of a lot of two where we met. Like,
One Well.
yeah, One Well, it's a small brewery in town. They got a lot of vegan options. Most of my family's vegan. They have awesome beer and like pinball and games and stuff. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, for town the size Kalamazoo is, there's surprisingly a lot of good options and variety. There's some good Indian restaurants, some Mexican restaurants, a couple decent
A lot of
Chinese.
good breweries with good food.
Yeah, there's a ton of breweries with, uh, good brewery type food.
Shout out to Bell's. Bell's has awesome food. Yeah, we'll be
Shout
trying
out.
there next month.
Who started noise rock? Is there like a Godfather or a Godfather band of noise rock where you could trace the roots back to, and you're like, they were the first, or no?
I don't think you could really say there was a first. Just it seems to be. I mean, I think one thing I like about the idea of noise rock is it's pretty open to interpretation. And although at this point you could almost define a sound, at least to me, noise rock is just a little bit avant-garde, really focused on rhythms. And uh, for me, I love feedback and kind of confrontational sound textures. But yeah, it'd be tough to nail down a Godfather, but for me personally, I would say a band when I was younger that I attached to, and I was fucking blown away. And I think a lot of people who are really into the kind of noise rock scene would agree that the Jesus Lizard is definitely did not start it, but they pushed and have inspired, I think, a lot of different kind of noise rock musicians and bands. Definitely very influential across the board.
I've only just heard of noise rock.
That's true.
I was more of like a hardcore kid, like more into like metal and hardcore.
Yeah, I would say the first long while that we were playing, I was constantly throwing different bands at Garrett.
A lot of them stuck though. It's some good shit.
Yeah.
Do you guys run your own venue? Do you guys have like a home base?
Yeah, kind of like so I do that. I run the runoff and just
The
like my
runoff.
3-car garage. We got this house. Yeah. So we got this house in like 2021, and it like the room we're in right now used to be like a dance studio, and it's got a bathroom downstairs and a garage that's kind of separate from the house. So I kind of finally cleaned out my garage from moving and built a stage, and like he's let me borrow a bunch of his gear for like monitors and stuff. Yeah, so we've been doing that. We've had like 15 shows or so. It's been fun as hell.
I'm more of a consultant.
and
Garrett does all that's, yeah.
our other home base though, like we recorded drums and stuff in his basement. He's got some cool shit going on there too. So,
That's where you record at, in Blake's basement.
So far, yeah, it's my main source of income is audio mastering. So I have a lot of audio gear and big space for recording demos and scratching out ideas. And at least so far, when we've done recording, I think initially the intent is like, well, let's cut out some demo stuff down here, and maybe we'll take it somewhere else to do it in a professional space. But so far, every time when we're done hashing out the demos, we're both kind of like, fuck, that sounds pretty fucking good. Maybe we just, not go somewhere else for this one. We're eventually going to be doing it other ways, but it's been working.
I know earlier we talked about things that we would hard pass on, and now I want to know, what is something that you can never have too much of, maybe with music or maybe just in life?
Oh, you're going deep here. I can't have too many guitars or pedals or amps. Can't have too many toys. Couldn't have well, not many, but too much support from friends and family.
Those are the
Can't
real
have too much
MVPs.
money. I mean,
What was that?
I was just saying friends and family are the real MVPs.
Yeah, right.
oh, absolutely.
That's kind of my.
You definitely can't have too much money. That's for damn sure. Never.
Make things easier.
I really think it would. I know they say more money, more problems, but I'd be willing to take on those problems. That's a sacrifice I will
Give it a
make.
shot.
Yeah.
So as some people may or may not know, on Memorial Day, Bronson Arm, Bedtime Magic were on the last day of their tour, their recent spring tour, and they were headed to my house. I had to bring up the most controversial topic that I probably shouldn't have even brought this up. Who knows where this could go, but their van breaks down an hour away. Guys, what happened on Memorial Day? How did you survive out there? Where were you at, in Akron, Wadsworth?
We were in Wadsworth, Ohio, and in retrospect, I think we were glad that, we're fucking pissed. We were so pissed that we couldn't finish out the tour. We were definitely wanting to make it to that show. And but at the same note, we were kind of both like, well, if the fucking band was gonna take a shit, at least it was like now instead of like the first day of tour.
Yeah,
But
there, but yeah, it was giving us trouble a little bit throughout. We did like oil changes and stuff. I don't know. We were just, maybe we were pushing it a little bit. It's an old girl, but we were coming back, and we're coming around the bottom of the lake, and the road split off. It's like, all right, we're like 6 hours home, or like 6 hours from Paul's, or something like that.
No, it was like
we're going to Paul's.
It was like 6 hours home or 13 more to Paul's. We were like, it felt like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we were so fucking close, and just on the side of the highway. And then we lift up the hood and everything. We're trying to figure it out. Not really sure, but we try it again, and it starts back up. So we're like, all right, let's go. We got to get gas. And like, we stopped at an AutoZone to get like a external fuel pump and stuff.
Different repair items.
Filled up the filled up the tank, like, all right, we're gonna get going, and then it wouldn't start again.
Yeah.
And we just rolled it back into a spot, and we were there for at least 24, 30 something hours.
Yeah, it was a few days.
And then we got it towed, and then in the hotel, trying to get an idea of when we're gonna get it back, and then we ended up having to get a rental car home.
Yeah.
And we got it fixed. We got it home.
The biggest challenge was just the lack of available services in, pandemic, post-pandemic times, where we had a huge van that, I kept a list because I had to keep track of who I was calling and not calling. We were trying to find someone to work on the van. I want to say it was like 42 different places we had to call before we found somebody that would work on the van, because most places were saying it's too big, won't even fit in our garage. They were saying it's too old, we just don't work on stuff that old. Or they're saying, oh yeah, we can totally work on that like a month and a half from now. So it was a challenge to find, a garage,
an Uber, a taxi.
An
took outlet to charge your phone.
Took us more than half a day just to find a tow truck that could get to us. And then once for the first 2 days, we were sleeping in the van in the gas station parking lot. Then we finally got it, the garage taken care of and the tow truck. And then it was kind of like, oh, fuck, now we don't have a place to stay. No big deal. We're just going to call an Uber and go to a hotel, wherever the fuck it is. Ubers aren't obligated to take rides. And all the places we were connecting with were like, yeah, you're an hour away from where we are. We're not going to, it was just
uphill battle.
It was an uphill battle. And I think I would say to other bands and people out there traveling in similar ways, just be prepared, because rental cars, taxi services, hotels, planes, apparently now, it's wild out there. And in summation, definitely one of the most like bizarre, surreal, Twilight Zone type experiences, where it's like, we have money. I want to give you money to do a thing, but people are just like, oh, sorry. So it was
pretty surreal.
It was weird, but hopefully now that we're getting the van fixed, we'll get some more life out of it. It won't have a similar thing happen for a long time.
I guess Creedence Clearwater Revival got stuck nearby there and had the same problem enough to write a song.
Yeah, I just remember exactly where we were at. There was a sign that was like Lodi, 5 miles away. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh man, the CCR curse. They put that voodoo on you guys.
Yeah.
If there was a national holiday called Bronson Arm Day, how would people celebrate it?
Oh. Definitely doing a barbecue.
Have a show.
Hang out with friends. Maybe take a field trip to an art museum and watch some David Lynch films. Yeah.
Well, thank God you guys survived Akron, Ohio. You had a good rest of your tour, it seemed like. I'm Paul Goon. They are Bronson Arm. They survived Akron, Ohio. They keep dropping singles. They're going to keep releasing music videos. Check out The Runoff. Check out Blake's mastering services. This is 13 minutes.
Fuck yeah, dude.